Welcome to SB 67D Principles of Management 1, Unit 2, Developing of Management Theory, Session 2, Human Relations School. My name is Felicia Frida and I'll be taking you through this session. By the end of this session, you should be able to explain the basic assumptions of the Human Relations School and then outline the views of at least 3 proponents of the human relations approach, and then highlight the findings of the Hawthorne experiment. So the human resource, why do I keep saying human? The human relations school is a movement in management thinking and practice which is based on the view that satisfaction of employees' basic needs was a key requirement for increasing worker efficiency and productivity. Like we made mention in the earlier session, when it came to the classical school of thought, they were focusing more on efficiency and then getting more productivity increase, and that was usually during the industrial revolution era or industrialization era. And at a point, we realized that it moved from just the work, scientific work, and it went to the administrative part and all those ones, and people were then beginning to be noticed as well. And it was a school of thought that came that when it comes to any business or any work, employees, if they are well satisfied at their basic level, so when it comes to the needs, they're able to contribute more to efficiency and productivity. And so the human relations school was actually looking at the psychological and social factors which actually help with what performance in the organization when it comes to the workers or the people who are being employed there to work. And some key people in there is Elton Mayo, and then he actually was known basically for his Hawthorne studies, and in 1927 a group of Harvard scholars, which was headed by Elton Mayo and his assistant Fritz, were constituted to assist in interpretation of the results of the Vernon and Watt, who were hired to identify factors other than fatigue that might reduce workers' productivity and to conduct other experiments when necessary to determine exactly what could be done to drive the force for increasing workers' productivity at the Hawthorne work plant in Chicago. And so Elton, who was heading the group, they had to come up with actually findings or what the workers at Hawthorne work plant, which was found in Chicago, what they could do to actually increase their productivity, what was actually hindering them aside fatigue, because obviously you are humans. As you work, at a point you get tired, and at a point you can't really work much. But aside fatigue, what are the things that really can inform or affect someone's productivity and like the worker's productivity? And so the 4 experiments were conducted. One was the elimination experiment, the other was a relay assembly test room experiment, the mass employee interview, and the bank writing observations. And the key things that the human resource school, some benefits that came with it was that they were able to recognize the importance of psychological and social processes, because at the end of the day, if you're the psychology of the workers, how sound and how mentally they are, contributes a lot. when it comes to social processes in there too, it also contributed to how efficient and effective it could be, because humans are social beings, workers are social beings, and so you need to understand these social processes to be able to work with them. They also recognize the need for workers to participate in decision making. That is why in today's era, in modern management, decision making is not just bottom up or bottom down. It's a collaborative something. It's partnership, because you want everybody to feel like I'm part of the process, to make everybody feel like they are needed or they are contributing something for which they are necessary in there. That also gives them that ownership in there as well. But they actually failed on the count to recognize other motivating factors, and that's how come people have gone in now to look at other motivation issues. And we have motivation by Herzberg, by Abraham Maslow and co, who also came in later to address some of these things. They also fail to recognize individual differences. No two human beings are the same, so they expect workers to have some sort of equality or same experiences or same issues when they are working with them. And they also ignored workers' rational side and former organizations' contribution to contribution. So these were some of the drawbacks of the human resource school. However, they have also helped in modern day research as well. So that is the beauty about theory. Theory helps us get better. It helps others also know what has been done, and then they build upon it. So where we are now is because of some of these theories as well. So in this session, we've looked at the theories of management, focusing on the human relation theory. I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.